Wane in the building, originally from Detroit.
Yes, sir.
Let them know how you got started in the game, just in terms of production class.
I'm in the 8th grade. I had took a piano class, and my piano teacher called me up to play the piano. Ever since then, I was, really fucking with the whole music production thing. My mama saw it. She bought me a keyboard out of the JC Penney catalog, and since then I just been cooking. And, just throughout the time, I just grew, and my equipment grew, my faith grew, my belief grew, everything kind of just took place.
Who are some of the producers that maybe you looked up to or you were like musically influenced by?
I really fuck with Kanye and for real with Ruben. With the Neptunes. Jay Dilla. Yeah, he's one of the reasons why I really got heavy into sampling.
Well, definitely, Detroit's always had its own specific style or sound for the most part. There's a lot of diversity out there. There's a lot of soulful samples, real big records as well. What made you want to pursue this as a career? When was it that made you said, okay, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life?
Man, I don't know. It's really just like a hobby. It's something I do all day when I'm when I have something to do in high school. I really went out, stayed in the crib, made beats all day. I turned my mama's basement into a studio, so I made money out of it, and I ain't working a job.
Okay.
So it's always just something I always wanted to do. It's just really just something fun. Kind of you can do work fun. Made a shitload of music before I got here.
Who was the first artist you really had an opportunity to work with that really kind of saw your vision with musically?
I don't know if it was between Mickey Fax and Tiger, but I know I think I just made a Twitter page.
Okay.
And they both tweeted out their emails. I sent them like a bunch of stuff I wrote on, and one of the songs that was been picked, one of my first joints that probably came out, was a record Tiger put out called "Move the Night Away" with Mario in the game. I had wrote the hook on it. That was my first joint. I was like 19.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy. And then like Mickey Fax and Sean and everybody.
You and Sean seem to have a real good chemistry. What's the creative process like?
Really, me and Sean sound really. I fuck with where our sound is at, man. We in the studio. I think like how Higher came about. He had hit me up when I was in school. Had to hit my teachers up so I could like leave a couple days early. I was like on the Wednesday. I don't know, like had this John Legend sample. So crispy, I chopped it up, made a little idea, played for Sean. We like made Higher probably like in the day, just bounce balls back and forth. It's kind of like a real fun creative process. Though. Every album has been like a teamwork effort. Not even just between me and him, really everybody, involved. But it's so great. It's honestly like probably one of the tightest processes that I've been in the studio on.
Okay. Now, being a writer, do you feel you have a little more of an edge or a little more of just the opportunity to place records better or faster?
I think when I'm usually, making beats, I think of stuff to say while I'm making it.
Okay.
So, I might write a full verse like how All We was. I had wrote the hook, and I kind of went into a verse after that, and I said to Drake, he's like, oh shit, I'm fucking with this hook, about to use it. Came out like a week later. So it's really just how I feel, though, I usually, thinking the ideas when I'm making beats.
So what's the creative process like for you? You go in, you hear a sample, what do you usually start with, or is there any?
I'll probably just like go through drums, or I'll like just play with some chords or something, or probably go through all the shit I chopped up that I never worked on yet, or really listen to some old stuff. There's a lot of things like we watch TV and hear melodies and I took it there, or many things. I can hear old stuff I didn't finish and turn to something else.
So you were saying some of those records were actually made quite a while ago, right?
Yeah, a lot of beats. I made Partition. I think I just moved into. It's been like in June, I think, in college. I just moved into my apartment downtown Metro Manor, actually. Made a whole lot of beats out of it. I made Partition. It was about 3-4 years ago. We made almost a lot of my beats are about 2-3-4 years old.
When you were first starting out, did you feel like there was there an opportunity to use social media to get at a lot of these artists? Like, did you feel that was something to help you out?
And getting out and doing it yourself. Because a lot of these campuses kind of like, I don't know, I think You have to get outside of the campus to do more networking. You know, you can only do so much on campus. You know, you can only do so much on social networking. You really got to get out and do it too. The way I got Amen Place is probably one of the most unfortunate situations in my life. I went out to meet up with some people out of town on like this tour situation. It kind of didn't involve me. I'm stranded in New York, no money, 2 days, smelling like what the fuck. And I was getting an interview from a couple of my friends, randomly. They called me like, "Yo, we heard you in New York." I'm like, "Oh shit, that sounds great, ready to go home." Really had some bread. And while he's interviewing me, when Meek was coming up, he was like, "Oh shit, you know this tall dude over here by this?" I know. No, I wouldn't let you go there and introduce me. Like, "Yo, Meek is Wane." Like, "Oh yeah, I fuck with you. I fuck with him. These niggas sent me some stuff and work on my album." So simply Amen. So you know, it's really all equal social networking and getting out. That song really kind of paved the way from other songs.
Right. So the unfortunate situation became a stepping stone to something much bigger, right?
Yeah.
You heard that, right? You got to get out there and you got to go find it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you have any experiences that maybe you can share with these up-and-coming producers that might give them some motivation in terms of something you kind of learned along the way and that you take on your journey daily?
Patience is probably, you'll be your best friend. Nothing happens overnight. It took me about 13 years just to sit in front of y'all and talk about it. And faith with your work. You gotta believe in God, like for real. I pray to him every day. Not even to ask, just to say thanks, you know. And then, you know, doing the work, getting out, networking, making beats every fucking day. Y'all, you know, you don't gotta go out all the time. You can stay in the crib, lock yourself in. You know, I miss out on a lot of shit because I'm locking myself in the crib making beats. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just the discipline behind it, the faith behind it, the belief. You know, niggas might say y'all don't like your shit. Niggas might say you know, but as long as you believe in it, it's cool. Fuck that shit. So,
you know, one of the things we really talk about a lot of these events is really how to brand yourself properly. So people kind of see you as a, you know, as a product, as a business for the most part. What are some of the things you've done along the way to keep yourself like in the forefront, brand wise?
I feel like you got to do a lot on yourself. You can't wait for people. So you know, you got to, you know, use your Instagram wisely, use your Twitter wisely, just start blogs. Try to make your presence felt so people can understand your music, feel it, so they can, you know, I can see you in a different light. Basically, you know, have a team. I have a small team. You have a group of people that help you. Yeah, just, you know, yeah.
Patience is key.
Patience.
Yeah, because I think a lot of times producers, you know, they see opportunities in social media and Twitter, and I think we're also happy to try to get our music out to everybody, but you also got to understand that everybody else is trying to do the same thing. So there has to be somewhat of a balance to get out there.
Patience, prime example.
Yeah.
Like, patience is probably the thing that I feel like people should really follow over the phone.
So when you get in the studio with somebody like Sean, or what really sets the chemistry aside when it comes to, like, do they bring something to you? They bring you a sample. They bring you an idea.
What I
you
really
bring an
fun
idea.
with Sean, he would send me an acapella, and I'll be able to make like all types of beats. I wish I would run my computer. I would have loved to play y'all some stuff. Oh yeah, sure. You know, he'll play me like roughs. I'll add to him, or I'll just give him beats and he'll record on them.
It's a great thing. A lot of times people don't even get this with some of these artists. You know, these artists run around the country. You're emailing beats out to people.
I've emailed some his stuff.
Yeah.
I've emailed some ones. I've been in the studios for some of them. You know, it's really just wherever God and time really got you. You know, you might have to send an email, but you might have to be like, fuck, I got $20 is all I got, cause at this concert venue, I know if I walk up to him, he's email that to change my life.
Right.
You know, it's anyway. Just gotta really want that shit.
So what was the producer grind like for you? Like a lot of people say the artists got their own grind.
Man,
What was the producer grind for you?
I was broke. I ain't really had no sleep. Stressed out mainly just because, you know, I really doing something. You know? I made beats all the time, skipped hella classes, made up for it with the work though. Asked my teachers for permission to like fly out to work on projects. I mean, I just tried to stay as productive as possible. I tried to make as many beats as possible. I tried to stay as focused as possible. I tried to stay inside and make as much music as possible. I have a shitload of beats now. I'm just sending out old beats and fix and kind of still make new stuff. But I just try to stay as focused, man.
Do you ever like just kind of wake up and be like, I can't believe this happened?
I feel everything don't even seem real right now. Just to be honest. For real.
So you said you woke up one day, you saw a couple records on iTunes. Did you know that those records were going to be placed or
No, I heard they told a management back there. I heard about one. The other one, well, that was really I ain't really know. Drake called me like a couple weeks after I graduated and told me about the Mind record being placed. That was crazy, but you know, everything's up to the final.
So you're in class and Drake called you?
No, I hopped out of class, and I was in the most shittiest situation. I was actually getting ready to move out of my crib, with a life happened a couple years ago. But, you know, in the situation, that phone call was everything, too. He was like, yo, what's up? He's going to call you, let you know. You know, I was in a session with, you know, somebody, and they picked the record for the Beyonce album, and I felt like it would be a great situation for me and you. And I was just like, oh, shit, it's tight.
Like that. That's tight. There's only so much Drake. It's all good. I'll get up to Key Wane, man. Good stuff. One last word of advice for these guys. Like, what they need to know to succeed in this game?
I can tell y'all anything you need to do. If you're not close to your God, please do. Because some crazy shit out here. I mean, we see it on the, not even just outside of music, just in general. You know, work hard, man. Stay focused. Lock yourselves in. Make all them beats, write all the songs, and learn whatever. Read every book. Be the best. Do everything you gotta do right. Pray to God and y'all will be alright, man. Have faith behind all the work. You know what I'm saying? Be patient. If it don't happen in a month, if it happen in 2 years and change your life, just have faith that it's gonna happen. I go with it every day. Just work.
Have you been nominated for a Grammy yet?
I got nominated for Beyonce.
Well, this is not a Grammy, but it's something close. Give it up for Key Wane.
By the name of M16 Beats, I'm a music producer from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. I had the Nashville Beat Camp at the SAE, right? SAE Music Institute. I'm out doing my usual thing, talent searching, trying to find new producers, trying to find new writers and stuff. It's my job. I'm more drawn towards indie projects now. The industry always gonna be there, but you know, I like to try to better somebody's situation and they can better mine too. So consistency, stay consistent, never stop learning, remain humble. What codes I live by.
Man, let everybody know like how you got started in the production world.
We had a group back at home from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Anybody know? But we used to rap. It was 4 of us, and we used to download beats off the internet. Like this is like LimeWire days. It was hard to get instruments. Yeah. So and we just got tired of it. So I tried to make beats. We was at this one dude house who had this beat machine, and I asked him, I'm like, man, can I, try that out? And he was like, nah, man, I ain't got no space. So I was like, oh, okay. So the income tax came around. I told my mom, like, man, I seen this drum machine thing. I'm like, I want to get it. So I ended up finding something. It wasn't the one that he had. It was like a DR770 or something, and it only had drums. Which now that I think back, like it helped me out because all I had was drums. So that's what I really kind of learned how to do first. And then I ended up finding the beat machine that he had, which was the DR5. And it had 2 instrument tracks, 1 drum track, so I only had a little bit to work with. And another cat up the street put me on Fruity Loops, so I started playing around with that. And then somebody else brought an MPC around me, so I was playing with that. Then somebody showed up with a tray and was like, man, here, just do your thing. So I started going in on the tray. And then my boy Sam Adams told me about this beat battle in Atlanta. And I was like, I don't know if I'm ready or whatever. He was like, well, just come and try to check it out and see if you want to get in it. But the first day I showed up, I was like, I ain't even gonna worry about it. I'm gonna just get in it. So I was in the wild card round because I was a new face. And I won the wild card round, won the whole thing like 4 times in a row. And then King of the Beats battle came up, and then this is around the time I met 2 Chainz of Birmingham, because his wife from up there at an open mic event. I gave him a beat CD. So I had the beat battle stuff going on, then me and him started doing music, and I was getting ready to do another beat battle. Me and Focus had the battle. And we was just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. This one I made the double bad boy beat before the battle. I was trying to save it for last, but Focus was killing his own, man. So I had to play the beat against him, and that kind of both ends took me up at the same time.
So when you were doing like the beat battle thing, what kind of like experience did you take from that to like, I guess, help you like hone in on your craft?
It opened me up to a lot of different styles that I didn't know that I had, because I'm from the South, but we don't got a sound in Alabama. So we just really kind of pay attention to the surrounding areas, like even from up top, Texas, and just, all these different sounds and stuff. And when I got to the beat battles, I heard people playing with different sounds. So I'm just like, okay, so it is okay to be different, not just one lane. So the beat battles kind of helped me, reassure me to play with different sounds.
Right. And you sample?
Heavy, yeah. That's heavy.
So when you get ready to create in the studio, like how do you prepare? Is it like finding the sample first, you work on the drums first, or is it just an idea?
There's a lot of different methods. I might be out eating or something. I might hear a sample, like I load the Shazam up, get the sample, load it up on my phone, and start playing with it right there. It's just different. There's no set thing that I do, but
be in the elevator, just hear something.
Hear something in the elevator. That might be at home. I hear something on the TV. It just got to spark me.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Were there anybody that you really looked up to in regards to music that really like influenced you musically?
Man and Fresh, man. Drum patterns. I'm a big Cash Money fan, so that's what really had me big on drums. Man and Fresh.
So when you started working with 2 Chainz at the time, he was part of Player Circle.
Mm-hmm.
How important do you think it was to get in with, I guess, an artist at that stage of their career? And how did it help you, I guess, get to the next stage of your career?
Well, it was really important because where he was from at the time, like he was that guy, and at the time where I was from, I kind of became somebody too. So we kind of like both meshed our situation, and we kind of like rose up together. And I advise anybody who got an artist or anybody that can tackle their sound, because I kind of have a hard time finding people who can really just like tackle my main sound, because it's so big and spaced out. Like it's intimidating to the average person, but he could rap, man. So he would just get on it and do his thing.
And you found out Wane was going to be on it. What was that all about? Explain like how you felt. I know when you get that call, you gotta feel it some type of way.
It was a weird phone call at first. I'm in San Diego. One of my boys had me out there working or whatever. This before, anybody really knew my name like that. But by that time I learned how to, make it make sense. He called me. He was like, "Listen to this." I just heard a little bit of the hook, and then he hung up the phone. And I ain't hear nothing for like, just hung it up. And I ain't hear nothing for like 2 or 3 weeks. And I just heard it on the radio.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Took off pretty fast.
So being a new producer, getting to that level, working with an artist of that stature, where were you when the first time you heard that? That first
On the radio?
Yeah.
What was that? I want to say I was in Alabama.
Yeah.
Cause I just had like got my stuff and left. And went to Atlanta, like, you know, I can't be around the area no more because, you know, I was trying to change my life.
Right.
And but I was back home at this place, at this one little club, and I heard it come on. And they kept putting it on repeat, shouting me out. So I'm like, oh, okay. This is how it's gonna be.
I like this. I can do
Yeah.
So tell the guys, the people here, like, how did you actually connect with Jeezy and get the IP record in place?
By that time, I built a relationship with DJ Toomp. He come and watch my battles and stuff all the time. And he started calling me for like tips and stuff. I'm like, hey, so I show up to the studio, show him some stuff, you know what I'm saying? He'll show me some stuff, play him some beats or whatever, and then he was like, man, just leave some stuff with me. So I left some beats with him, and then I was back at home again. This time I was in both places. I had an apartment back in Tuscaloosa at the time, playing Call of Duty, and I got a little eye check call that was Toomp. I'm like, what up, man? And Jeezy like popped his face in the camera. Like, oh, we got one, this is it. I'm like, put the game down. Listen to what he's saying. I'm finna call Drake right now, this and this and this. So I was like, oh man, this crazy. I tried to sneak my phone in, but I'm like, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna be petty. So they called Drake, but that kind of like took a while. And then I got a text like, send the beat to Andre 3000. So they sent me his email, sent the beat to him. And then another night I was out again, back in my hometown. This time I'm like in the most ratchet place in my hometown. Like I shouldn't have even been there. So I get a text like, Jay-Z just got on. I was like, let me get out of here, man. I missed my blessing.
It's like a sign, right? I gotta get out of this place, right?
Get out of here, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it just kept going from there, man.
Yeah. So when you look at the opportunities and the people that you surrounded yourself with, how important do you feel it was, like, you know, I guess networking and building relationships with people like a Toomp and 2 Chainz? Like, how did that really, I guess, create other opportunities for you?
Man, it played its part because I don't want to say I got like thrown in it, but I didn't. It was kind of a rush because my first single kind of just, you know, we didn't anticipate none of that. Like we didn't know how to brace ourselves for it. Like I didn't even have a lawyer when the song came out. Like I don't know nothing, so I had to hurry up, try to learn as much as I could learn, get me a lawyer. People calling me to do deals and stuff, so you know I had to get management, and then still maintaining good business with all these other people who now just putting themselves in front of me because I'm the new person at that time, and so like they don't have to mess with me.
Right. So
I had to still kind of be professional and still remain humble at the same time because when you get, the quicker you get a hit, like that don't matter. So you got to learn how to remain humble in those situations when that time comes.
So when you did the record for Player Circle, were a lot of people coming to you and saying, I need a record like that?
Yeah.
How do you deal with that? Because that's something I think a lot of producers don't get a chance to really experience if they haven't worked with somebody at that stature yet. How do you give those other artists what they want? Like how did you react to that?
I just never did it. I say okay, but I never did it.
Kind of gave them what they need instead of what they want.
But I just feel like I always had this thing about certain samples, about certain songs. I just feel like you shouldn't mess with it no more. Like leave it where it's at. So I felt like that about that song. So I never really did nothing like that again.
You know, M16 will come on the road with us. You know, he's always looking for new talent, and he's actually been traveling the last week or two, really looking for talent in a lot of different places. So, like, why do you think it's important to find some of these next guys that are on the come up and, you know, kind of associate yourself with them and vice versa?
Because like I kind of like the way it happened for me because it was like a trial and error type of thing. But at the same time, I still wish I had somebody who was there to really coach me the right way.
Right.
Because you'll meet a lot of people who will grab somebody and latch onto somebody, wrap them up in these contracts. And, you know, they be talented and they be good people, but then that person to turn them into something that they weren't even supposed to be. So I like to find people that was at my stage, like working. We can kind of relate on the same level, and you know, we just help each other.
And what do you think, like somebody, what would actually grab your attention? What are some of the things that you look for when you listen to some of the guys? Like, what are some things you listen out for?
Something that's just different, man. Like the sound changes every day, so, but it still has to be original, you know. Something different at the same time. Like somebody who can really just be themselves, like they're not reaching to just sound like it. Because I get a lot of emails and everything sound like everything.
Right.
I just pass it. Like I want to hear something that just, you know, that the world needs to hear.
Right. So thinking back on your career this far, do you ever like listen to like one of your records and be like, I can't even believe that actually happened? Like, you ever kind of get that awe moment?
Yeah, a lot, man. Because some of the stuff, it just, like, I can't even recall making some of that stuff, man. Because the way that it sounds, like my sound is just all over the place. And that's another thing I want to teach up and coming producers. Like, it's okay to be different. Like, you can make different sounds and different style of beats, man. Don't limit yourself into one lane.
You got anything coming up you can tell these guys about? Any current projects? I know you got this collab pack coming up. You want to give them any information about what you got going on?
Oh yeah, the collab pack, man. I got so many beats, so many files, and so many people who want to collab. So I got these files that and they broke down into single instruments too. Like it's not just a 2-track and the sounds and you got to sample and mess with. Like you can pick whatever instrument you want out of it. I got rare samples that I had in my crates and stuff. I made a special drum kit. You know, I know people kind of struggle with their kicks and their snares and their 808s and stuff, so I got good sounding 808s in there.
And that's gonna be available soon, right?
Man, I've been texting my web designer all day, so hopefully tomorrow night. He said tomorrow, so if it don't be up tomorrow, don't.
When it goes up, bystander, obviously we'll pass it on to you guys so you know exactly what goes on. But
it'll be up soon.
One of the things about, I think, just getting to BDM, I guess over the last couple of years, it's like, you know, sometimes I think when you're inside the bubble, you don't realize what you've done as a producer. You know, and you know, somebody like Kim has been very, very humble in his career path, and he's always willing to come out and come to a new city, and you know, he's coming to Boston, and you know, and he's always come out to different cities with us, and he's always looking for new talent. And you know, as you guys have seen over the course of the weekend, a lot of the guys have been coming out here really just trying to be somebody who passes on experiences to other people. So what kind of advice can you give these guys just to, I guess, in their journey, because they're all trying to get to a certain level? What kind of advice can you give them?
Man, study, man. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Study. Soak up as much as you can, you know, because I never know when I can run into anybody again, or vice versa. Like, so while you can, just really like pay attention to even how he operates. You know what I'm saying? How he run his business. Like, producing might have been your introduction, but you might be better as a manager. So just pay attention to the overall aspect of what goes on at these events. Like, it's not always about producing, always about writing. It's just about being a better person collectively, and that's what I learned over the time. Like, I don't put myself in one position. Like, I try to learn how to do as much as I can.
Let me favor, give it up for M16, man. So we got something special we want to present to you.
Oh, man.
This is not a Grammy, unfortunately, but we think it's just as good as a Grammy.
I feel like it's bigger than a Grammy.
You know, we are producers, 4 producers. That's the you know, the organization we have, and you know, we feel that your specific style and your work ethic, what you brought to the table, deserves notoriety, my friend. So on the behalf of myself, Don and Sid and I Standard, present with you the M16, a legend in the making. You know what I'm saying? Give it up, man. What's up, man? Jay Hatch Nash here, iStateofProduce.com. We just got done with BCAM Nashville. Dope turnout, incredible producers, a great talent out here. Big shout out to my girl Alex W for holding us down the video side of things. Man, producers best for this, man. Follow us at iState on Instagram and Twitter, and go to iStateofProduce.com and get with the program, man. 80 cities a year. I'm sorry, 80 shows a year, 35 cities. It's going down, man. iState. Get out of here. We out.